morning, good afternoon, good evening, cottagers. Welcome in, welcome in. So today we are back playing some more Pioneers of Olive Town. I think the plan currently is to maybe work on getting some of the infrastructure in place for like a mushroom growing operation, because those are pretty fun. Let's see, but first, I think today is the Spirit Festival. I guess we'll have to see. I don't remember where that will be, so I guess we'll find out. I assume it's in the town square, but I guess we'll see. First things first, we gotta head up to our animals, which are quite far now because we moved all of our barns and stuff. So they're now way up here. All the way over here. Alright, let's take care of these guys first. We have so many animals. I really think I need to split up. I think I need to make a fiber barn and then a dairy barn is probably what I should do. The problem is the barns, the larger barns are kind of expensive, but they're the only ones that allow you to do the automatic feeding, which is kind of a shame. Because our fiber barn would be a good deal smaller. But I really don't want to have to manually feed everyone every day. So it would be nice if we didn't have to do that. And let's see, we've got our girls as well. I still think it's kind of weird that instead of being able to just put an egg into the incubator and sacrificing an egg to get a chicken child, you instead have to buy a breeding kit, which, I don't know, always makes things a little strange, I guess. What do we want to put in the... Whoa, this is goat's milk plus? Let's save that. Let's just sell that, I guess, as is. Butter and then cheese. Nice. Okay. Animals are done. Drain is still draining. Now we're gonna head off. Check on our crops. I don't think there was anything that needed doing with the crops, but I guess we will see. And then after this festival, we'll probably do a bunch of work moving stuff around in the farm bit. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Okay, I think I'll just go by foot, honestly. Just sell the few things I've got. I think that's good for now. Time to head to the festival. Ahem. We'll be holding our Spirit Festival tonight. It's a solemn occasion where we express our boundless gratitude to nature by lifting lanterns up to the sky. Nature's a priceless gift, and we can't do nothing without it. So let's all do our part to live side by side with it. Now then. Let's all thank nature for her many blessings. Alright. Spirit Festival is a solemn event where residents of Olive Town give thanks to nature by lighting special lanterns. If you're close with someone, you can ask them to send off lanterns together with you. If you'd like to send off a lantern by yourself, talk to Simon to get started. Alright. Where is our husband? That's the real question. First, we'll talk to everyone. Because might as well take advantage of, like, the free affection. Oh.
Ooh.
Huh.
Who's over here? The usual gaggle. Jason. Jason is like one of the funniest characters in this game. Like, hands down, he is weird. I mean, Lovett's pretty weird too, but I'm very partial to Lovett. I think Lovett's so funny. But Jason is definitely, I guess every game has to have like a pirate character. So Jason is it. He just looks like, I don't know, Jason doesn't really look like he would survive on the seas, if I'm gonna be honest. He does not strike me as the time to be, or the one to be like, very resilient, I guess I would say. So it's always like a little bit weird that you're like, this is the one we picked as a pirate? We picked this dude? Like, there's some burly dudes. Maybe it's meant to be like kind of ironic, where you're like, you know what? I don't even know if he can swim. I legitimately don't even know if that man can swim. But he's the town pirate. There's so many. It always reminds me, because we're kind of antisocial, I guess, in town. We don't really talk to most people, so it does consistently surprise me how many people there are in town until we get to a festival. And then I'm like, oh yeah, there's a lot of characters in this game. A lot. Is Beth encroaching on Ralph again? I don't know, Beth. Yes. Let's watch. Let's do this thing together. I think that'll be nice. Hello, Jacopo. Would you let us launch our lanterns next to you? Hey, bro. Of course, I don't mind. Okay, let's launch them on the count of 3. Take it away, Beth. Sure. 1, 2. Up you go. Guess that's our cue. Would you care to do the honors? 1, 2, away! And there they go. Okay, my turn. Nice one, Jacopo. That's real nice. I always wonder what happens to all these lanterns. Like, people in games and stuff always let go of lanterns like this into the sky. And I know they go out when they get too high, but like then there's just debris somewhere. And I always think about that. This is just like a mass littering event. Look at our lanterns. They're floating up together. Ours are towering above the rest, huh? Can't beat that. Like, they're such a romantic sight, but I always feel like, dang, we're really out here just absolutely destroying nature by, like, creating a whole bunch of stuff that people have to clean up. Gotta be a bit careful here because we do have fruit trees that I don't necessarily want to kill. Yeah, I was like a little worried about this tree right here. I was like, am I gonna accidentally kill that one? Alright, so I'm thinking that I think we're probably going to make a mushroom patch like over here. So I think the best way to do that is chop down all of these, because we're gonna need like order when we do this. And these are kind of a little disordered for me. I don't know if there's a way to plant the native trees, actually. Or if you just have to, like, get lucky with their placement, which might be the case. That might be true. Okay, let's grab our sickle. So we need to cut a bunch of this grass, and we're gonna have to deal with a lot of these puddles and stuff too. Grab these mushrooms. Hopefully we know which mushrooms we're harvesting, otherwise it would be real bad. I actually like recently saw, I don't know, this lady like posted about how she accidentally poisoned her family by harvesting the wrong mushrooms, and it was like a mild poisoning, you know, so it's just like made everyone sick, not dead, as can happen with mushrooms. And quite frankly, I don't know, like, that's such a risk to take. I feel like I would not feed anyone mushrooms unless I was like 1000% sure I knew which one it was, and also probably only if it had no dangerous dupes. I don't think I would take the chance, even if I was like confident. I'd be like, you know what? I don't know if it's worth dying over. I'm not sure. Also, give me 2 seconds. I'm hearing my husband's computer boop, so I gotta put it on silent. So, real quick. Real quick, okay. There we go. Goodness, it was like coming through his headphones. So loud. I'm back, I'm back. Get my little headphones in. Okay. There we go. There we are. All right. All right. Got these. Let's see, we've got all of these. Whoop. I don't think I can move our current, like, mushroom growing station, because I don't think I can move it while stuff is growing on it. So, better not to test, because it's, like, midway through. Alright, so that one should be cleared up. So my thought process is that we start making like a row. I think we're gonna do a row like here across, and then probably row here across of the mushroom logs. And then we'll hopefully get trees that like plant themselves around. Because I don't think we can plant any. So, we'll do our best with that. And, because, I don't know, I watched, a video about mushroom farming, I think in Japan, and they had all their spores on logs in like a pine forest, and it was like very aesthetically pleasing. And I was like, you know what? We should do that on our Pioneers farm. That looks fun. I want to do that in real life too, but I do not have time right now to set up spore logs and like deal with the cooking of all the, what is it, mycelium? The thing the like spore stuff that you need so you don't have to keep buying like spore plugs from people. So, gonna have to put some time into that. But not this year. Maybe next year though. That could be a fun project. I guess it depends on what's going on in the garden and like how I feel about it. What my mental state is like, I suppose, by that point. But I do want to grow, I really do like mushrooms, so it'd be nice to not have to buy them. I know you can also grow them in like Home Depot buckets and stuff. I've been thinking about doing oyster mushrooms that way, but just haven't like gotten around to actually thinking about it in a real way, I guess, or committing to anything. Okie dokie, got these. Nice. Okay. Let's drop some stuff off. What do we not need? We don't need... Honestly, I don't think we need pink cat flowers. We'll keep the daisies because they seem like fairly rare, I guess. Wild berry, I really don't think we need more moondrop flowers. I joined the tail end of the mushroom ramp, but B and I put mushrooms in all of our meals. They're just so good. They're just so good. The mushroom rant started because I was saying I saw some woman on TikTok who like poisoned her family with mushrooms. And I was saying like, I feel like I would not feed mushrooms that I had foraged to my family unless I was like 1000% sure. Because mushrooms are like one of the few things that you can actually just hard die from. Like the doctors can't save you kind of die. And I feel like that's not a chance you want to take. If you find a mushroom person at your farmer's market, like, keep a death grip on them. But, yeah, like, mushroom people who are hardcore at farmer's market literally have the best foraged mushrooms. They're insane. I love them. Why didn't she try it first? Sounds like murder. I think she ate it too. They all got, like, it was just, like, it was, like, not to go, like, into too much detail, but sick. Hey, good morning. See, you finally deigned to get out of bed? Ralph, what is this? This morning I made you some breakfast. Would you mind trying it? Yo, that was aggressive, Ralph. That was an aggressive start. Excuse me? We got to eat breakfast together, though. We're eating fish. Fish first thing. I'm not sure how it tastes. I tried to ensure it had a good balance of nutrients, but the flavor may be lacking, to say the least. I don't know, we're eating a lot of it. Oh, the flavor is fine then? That's great. I was a little nervous you wouldn't be able to stomach it. In that case, I think I'll keep preparing breakfast like this. I look forward to getting your advice. Oh, do we get breakfast every morning? That'd be sick. That'd be exciting. Yeah, she was telling us her process and stuff. It's like chatting up your bartender, except our non-magic mushroom dealer. Mm-hmm, exactly. But I'll be lurking. Have a good stream. Thank you, thank you. We will just be continuing our playthrough, having a chill time, making our own mushroom empire, as you do. Casual. Also, what's our heart level with Ralph? Oh, we only got 1 heart. Okay. Do we have potage for this man? We have no potage? Dang. Okay, he gets no potage today, but we're gonna have to make a bunch tomorrow. Okay, it's raining today. Monday will be sunny. Tuesday is gonna be sunny. Okie dokie. Okay, okay. I think I have to check with Nigel to see what we even need for a bunch of those mushroom logs. I kind of thought it was just money, which is why I was confident in our ability to like make a mushroom empire, because we have 50k right now, so we are certainly not broke. But I guess we'll see. All the animals are not happy because it's like 10 a.m. We normally come by like much earlier than this. Much earlier than this. Oh my god, we're getting boxed in. Alright, Chungus, looking good. Needs a haircut. Love to see it. Okay. Ooh, Puffin stuff also. Needs a haircut. Needs to be washed and brushed. Okay, I think that's everybody. I think everyone is good. Okay. These three. Alright, they look good. Guess let's get all these things, which I forgot to get yesterday. Alright, those are all set. Unfortunate timing on the rain. Right as we were like clearing all of our buckets and stuff. Alright, let's head up to Nigel's. We'll sell some stuff and then we'll go to Nigel's, I guess. Okay, let me pop off. Okie dokie. Good afternoon, pioneers and pineys. Hello, lore. Happy... what's today? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. Hope your day is going well.
Hello.
On my way to... you know, casually buy a bunch of mushroom logs. How many should we buy?
Hello.
Can I buy more than one mushroom log? I guess you can't stack them because you need individual ones. Like you need individual spaces. We can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 more. So I think we should just do that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sick. Okie dokie. Let's see, how many do I have in my inventory? I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11. Let's go quick. I think the appraisal is open today at the museum. I think they're only closed Thursdays. Watch your ears. This girl is loud.
Oh! Oh!
think crystallized amber is new, so I think we'll probably donate that.
Oh!
Hello.
Let's donate treasure. Donate that. Where should this live? I don't know. The museum is gonna be ugly because I don't know what all the stuff is and they don't let you move things, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Alright, let's go put our mushroom logs down and then we'll go get some spores and stuff. I also need to drop off a whole bunch of supplies, so we will do that as well. Alright, supply-wise... let's see. We could drop off the cloth in here. These. And then... Let's see. This can get all of these things. I think that's everything, right? Oh yeah. Lumber, I think, should go in here. Alright. Let's grab all of these. Put all these things away. What else do we need? I guess we need some more bricks made for sure. So we should top those up. The brick makers. And what do we have a lot of? We have a lot of, we should just, I guess, process gold. We need to get the, there's like larger size machines. That would be very helpful, but for now, we're making do with what we've got. Alright. Let me move these like all up. So we could place all of them. Trying to think how I want these to look. I think I want like there. I want like this pattern, you know what I mean? And then we'll have trees kind of growing up around them, I think would be ideal. And then that way, it would kind of look, you know, vaguely realistic. I mean, I think people in real life do a little bit more straight rows, but I'll have to make sure I can move between them, I guess. Otherwise, kind of awkward. But yeah, I think I can get to everything pretty easily. And then let's do another set like down here. So let's do like here. Here. And got one more. This is a good start. And a mushroom empire is not built in a day, you know? It's slowly grown over time. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 11. So we need to go buy 11 sets of spores. eBay! Hello, hello, hello! Hold on, let me get you guys a raid shout out. Welcome, raiders, welcome! Let me see if my Nightbot will play nice. Welcome in, raiders! Ooh, you guys are playing Devour? Who is Devour? Was it fun? Devour's so spooky to me. I feel like I can't play it, but it looks really fun to... I guess if you're into horror, it's fun. I legit cried. No, I would definitely cry. I cried in the first Amnesia when I first played it like years ago. So, and Devour is like 10 times scarier than that. That doesn't even have any jump scares. But welcome, Raiders. My name is Rosaldia. Go by Raz for short. I am a marionette VTuber. I mainly play farming sims and Mahjong. Today we're playing Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town, which is the newest Story of Seasons game. Or it will be for a little while longer, before Doraemon 2 comes out. But welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we can be a little bit more low-key than Devour. How are you enjoying it? I like it. I think it's a good game. It's not my favorite of the series. I would say we're playing Doraemon Story of Seasons 1 right now as well, and that one I think is actually amazing. That one I think is actually one of the best Harvest Moon games I've ever played, which is crazy. But it's a good one. I like a lot of the mechanics in this one. Like, instead of buying animals, you tame them and stuff to, like, unlock them the first time. And I think that's kind of, like, a novel, new element. And there's so many characters. If you're someone who likes the, like, interpersonal relationships, you like the romance, and you like cutscenes and stuff, there are so many characters in this game. Like, an actually insane amount. So that can be, if that's what you're into, it definitely has a lot to offer in that regard. How many coral spores do I want to do? Should we do... Maybe we do 4 of these, 4 of these, and like 3 shimeji. I think that's good. But yeah, otherwise, eBay, definitely, if you need to like head off to dry your tears or rehydrate, or I don't know, take a minute sitting under a blanket in a quiet room just away from the horrors that you just went through, definitely don't feel like you have to stick around. You're always welcome to, but thank you so much for bringing everybody by. I super appreciate it. And I would say I'm glad you had a good time in Devoured, but you did cry, so I guess I'm glad it's over for you. No worries, I'm gonna lay down, but I have your stream still open. Sounds perfect, but thank you for stopping in. Hopefully we can provide a little bit of respite after your harrowing adventure. We're in the middle of starting our mushroom empire. I'm trying to slowly grow a bunch of mushrooms because it seems like easy. You know, we don't have to water them or anything, which is nice. So we're creating all of our mushroom logs, and I guess we're gonna hope that the forest grows up around them and then only selectively cut trees. Because I don't think I can plant trees that are the natural variety here. So probably should have thought of that before I cut down every tree in the area, but having it clear does make it much easier to visualize. So eventually, imagine there will be pine trees all around here, but there are currently not. There are currently none. Under a blanket, back to the door, leave the window open. Oh god. No, don't spook eBay. She's had enough of a journey. We don't need to add more terror here, lore. None of that. Let's make some more. We got some more bricks. We need to make some more pathways. Yeah, don't scare eBay. She had enough of a time in that horrifying game. Too much. Alright, I think, what was I even doing here? I don't even remember how I was, like, in theory laying this, that it was supposed to look good, but... Because, like, I don't know if I can... I guess I can lay it here, so maybe we just make it double wide like this. And maybe, like, I don't know, we make a little barn area. Maybe. Or maybe I just make it triple wide the whole way. That's possible. It'd be a lot of bricks, but I don't know. Not the worst idea I've ever had, to be honest. Not the worst one. Our farm is quite feral, so if disorganization bothers you, I'm gonna apologize in advance, but it is what it is. We do what we can. But we are very much still in the building and infrastructure phase of the game. I mean, we could have maybe focused more on the farm, but we were kind of just speeding through a lot of the, I don't know, the other parts of the game. Trying to just, like, we tried to marry Ralph as quickly as humanly possible. And then, yeah, other than that, we've just been doing some of the, we did one of the, there's like DLC for this game, so we did the Mystery Files DLC. Got that all completed. And now I think, so this section is going to be our mushroom forest, and then I think I might move, like I'm thinking I might put the crops like over here. This might be the crop section. That's like currently what I'm thinking. Whether I keep it that way or not remains to be seen, but that was my initial plan. Alright, let's put, the chili peppers are a seasoning, so we can put those right into the maker for that. I think they go in here, I think. There we go. What else needs doing? I guess the other option is crops could, in theory, go up here. But I was kind of thinking this could be like a flower and beekeeping section. That was like my initial plan. But maybe I'll move the bees down to the section to the left of the mushroom forest. Like, maybe the bees will live in here. Because I don't really feel like I want so many beehives. So it might work out. Maybe we do, like, a plot of flowers, like, here and here. And then maybe it's just beehives down here. And then all these will have to move eventually. But I'm kind of hoping that we can get better machines before I, like, commit to a spot for them to live. Let's see, does anything up here? I guess we should grab all of these things. All of our finished products. So we can actually make some money today, because we made almost no money yesterday. And what else? What else? I don't think there was anything really, like, on the docket, I guess. I mean, we have some, like, plenty of museum things that we probably should work on, but until then. I don't know if we're gonna 100% this game. I think my original plan was to just play through the storyline mostly, and then once we were pretty much done with the storyline, like, we'd hang it up, and maybe if I played more and I made the farm, like, way more aesthetic, we would come back and I would do, like, here's the finished farm tour. But we have a lot of farming sims to play, so I don't know that we need to go that hard. So, been debating on what's the best thing to do there. We definitely need to make some potage for our boy Ralph, because we don't have any, which is shocking. I didn't know we had run out of potage. I had no idea. I'm gonna have to get more milk at some point too, because I've been kind of slacking on picking up milk and then bringing it back, so the next couple days we might have to just snag one or two. But for now, We've made a bunch of potage. We should probably also check on our sprite friends. So, we'll just drop this off for now. I don't think I was keeping chestnuts in here. So let's go quick chat with the sprites. We want to go to Earth Sprite Village. I don't think we had any... Oh, we did have some management stuff. Guess we'll give 2 Chef Sprite. What else? Got a bunch of stuff. I find Chef Sprite, Field Sprite, and Angler Sprite to be like insanely broken. I don't know if other people feel this way, but I think they're so useful. So I put like all of my sprites into their capable hands. Because they just give you such good stuff, like being given like a bunch of maybe out of season veg, and then a bunch of just like pre-made dishes is super nice. And a bunch of fish. Don't even have to fish for anything. Let's see, anything good in the sprite shop that we need or want? I feel like no. It is nice to be able to come here and like get supplies if we're really low on something though. Appreciate that. Alright, let's bed. I think it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, so hopefully that's the case. What did we make? 4K. Oh, the grocery... What did I sell that the grocery store had not gotten? Sage maybe? Maybe I'd never sold sage. Kind of weird, because I feel like I've had sage for so long, but I don't know. Knowing me, I guess I was like, nah, this is fine. Is there anything I need or want to like grab out of here? I mean, green potage is pretty cool. Okay, do I have any tomato juice? I have 1 in my inventory. Alright, we'll come back and we'll think about that later. Say good morning to Pick, who's modeled after my real life cat, Pickles, though she is not orange. Let's just sell all these. Alright. Time to ride off. We'll have to, I don't know if there's melons are ready, but we'll see. First things first, animals. Because that's what you do. Take care of animals first, then the rest. Alright. Pet, pet, pet. I do like that you don't need tools for, I don't know, shearing or milking or anything. It does make it, inventory-wise, it is really nice. Does make things easy, at least. Did I pet you? I did. Did I pet you? Oh, no, I had not pet Chungus. Man almost got away. Alright. Let everybody out. Go take care of the chickens. Alright. Got all that. Good, good, good. We can let the girls out. Chungus is always back behind here, just like chilling. I don't know really what the appeal is, but he loves just hiding behind the barn. I don't know. Let's just do 1 and 1, I guess. We'll keep 2 milks for ourselves. So we can make potage for Ralph, because we're trying to increase his hearts. Let's quick check on those. Oh, we should check on this. Take honey. Okay. Insert flour. There we go. So our honey is cooking. What are our skills looking like? Our animal care went up to 7, which is nice. Out of 10. What else is close? Mining is really close. Probably should do some more mining. And I'll probably have to do some draining today. Slowly making our way. Mining and... what is it? Logging. We will both need to work on those so we can get the better machines. Let me see, are you guys done? No. Close. Not quite. Alright, where are our friends? Ralph is in his cabin. Lovett is in the square here. So let's go give Lovett his tomato juice, which he likes. Does not love, but likes. Is he still here? He says that he is. Where is this man? Lovett. Side of his house. Up here. Oh, there he is. He's on his way to the cafe. Wait, Lovett, what's up? I'm afraid I dozed off partway through the Spirit Festival. Did you? Wait, I'm gonna block your thing. Here, Lovett. Also, Otherworldly Patron, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you. Lovett likes it. Alright, Lovett, what is your heart level at, my dude? 3.5. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Alright, let's go. Do I have... oh, I don't even have the potage with me. Gotta go get some. Thought I kept at least 1 in my inventory, but I guess I didn't split the stack. Alright, let's grab 1 for our boy Ralph. Next page, right? Yes. Alright, we got 1 potage. Ralph's favorite. It's the other reason why it was so, like, I don't know, we courted Ralph very quickly, mainly because he just loves potage. And potage, once you make potatoes and have a dairy cow, is like pretty easy to make, so we would just show up every day to his house and we'd be like, hello, here's your daily soup.
Hello.
Hope you like it. Oh my god, Ralph, you don't need to sweet talk me. We're married. You're gonna make me blush. Alright. He's got his potage. He is set. Let me quick check. We'll have a chat with Goddess. And let me check our blessing. So we want the wolf. So we need 5 more sprite points. Just 5, which is not many. Ralph, take the soup. Literally was us. Imagine if someone showed up, not just to your house, because we also showed up to where he lives. He doesn't live in that cabin. He lives here with his dad, Nigel. We showed up to his house. We showed up to his place of work. We showed up when he was like on a walk, and we would just give him soup. And like, I don't know, maybe you might find that flattering, but I would probably find it a little creepy if someone showed up like everywhere where I was with soup, you know? I don't think I'd be super flattered, truthfully. Ooh, Adept Cultivator. Nice. Nice. Love to see it. Alright, let's clear this away. I wish I could just hold the button down, but you can't do that in this game. You have to manually press it. Alright, got those contents, which we should go get appraised. Slowly but surely. Imagine if someone gave you a bucket and then just told you to go out in a field and, like, drain a pond. Because that's pretty much, like, that's essentially what we're doing. You would probably be like, what? No? No? I will not do that. That is a lot of work by hand for no reason. I'm good. Thanks. But that's pretty much what we're doing by choice on our farm. Really shows how dedicated we are to the cause, honestly. Speaking of, we should check if there's any requests. No. I mean, there is, but that's just for money. None of the quest requests. Watch your ears. We have to talk to this lady a lot and she's loud.
Oh!
This is by far the worst voice line in this whole thing. I don't know if the Japanese is like that, but the English...
Oh!
It's a bit of a miss for me.
Oh!
Alright, let's see. We only have 2 more. I'm now vividly picturing a point-and-click puzzle/mystery game. Set in one of those rural little towns where one of the NPCs is very clearly just the player of the farming sim, but as an NPC. Just silently booking it from one end of town to the other, doing the weirdest stuff at all hours, has zero idea about the actual main plot. That would be really funny. I would play that game just because of that. I would be like, wow, what a throwback. This is me. This is me in every game that I play. I don't even know, like, half the villagers' names. I'm always just running from one place to the other, doing my own thing. So that's a pretty solid description of, like, what we're up to 99% of the time. Legitimately, the only game that we're, like, very involved in is Doraemon, and it's because you have to be, but there's, like, so few characters that it doesn't make you feel bad about it.
Ah.
So it's kind of nice that way. Where you're like, I mean, you're maybe a little, like, unhappy if you don't like just talking to people, but I don't know. Somehow Doraemon makes the whole process very smooth and chill, and the writing and the cutscenes is so funny and so witty and so well done, and clearly it was like, you know, like real professional writers wrote those things. So it just, like, I don't know, it reads better. Some of these, the dialogue is questionable sometimes at best. Alright, let's plant that. Okay, where do I want to go? I want to... I guess I want to get off here, check on everything. Okay, we need a bunch of... What's our lumber situation? What was I making? Supple? Guess let's make a bunch more supple. A lot of supple lumber needed. Alright, let's put this away. And these. I will keep the bricks to make brick path. Drop all the rest of this off. This fodder goes in here. Oh, we can actually, there's a whole bunch more fodder that we need. Let's grab that. I think the best part of that might also tie back into the fact that Doraemon is more cartoony conceptually. No romance means the writers don't really need to balance the various personalities. It totally makes sense. Yeah, like you can be friendly with everybody. Everybody can be a certain level of like, I don't know, like characters are allowed to be unlikable, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think anyone will be unlikable. I think everyone in Doraemon will have like the normal character development, but like for instance the doctor is super weird. He's a super weird dude and he's just allowed to exist being like extremely weird and kind of creepy from a kid's perspective. And the mayor's like kind of forever rude. Like I don't think he necessarily will ever get better. He's just kind of a rude dude to us, and because there's no romance, we don't like have to like him. That's kind of okay. He can kind of just be. But yeah, I guess like the thing is, I feel like a lot of the farming sims, they try actively not to be campy, but a lot of the cutscenes are extremely campy, which is off-putting. Whereas Doraemon is like, no, we're going full camp. It's like, it's just super goofy. And you can kind of, I don't know, they lean into it more and it's in a way that like reads really well. People can be off-putting without it hurting their overall dynamic. You could just accept, yep, these are the kinds of people nobody would have to put up with. Exactly. It's just like, oh, yep, here's another weird dude. He's just, it's just the way he is. It's just how it goes. So it's refreshing in that way, I think, too. I also think the way they did the voice acting was, like, insane. Like, I was telling my husband this. Even in the English game, they keep the Japanese, like, at the beginning of each line, there's a voice-acted Japanese, like, pause words, like, thinking pieces, occasionally really short words like yes or no or see you later, and they just leave that in, and the lines are not fully voice acted, but that bit is, and they're very well voice acted, and so it creates this like kind of authenticity about you get a little bit more from the dialogue because of these initial voice lines, but it doesn't ever have to be localized or translated. You can just get the gist of it, and it's just so well done. It's just like such a clever way of putting all that stuff together. They did like a really good job. I don't know. They killed it. So I'm super excited for the sequel because the first one is turning out so well. And I think a lot of people were like skeptical because they were like, Doraemon, like kind of a weird collab, but it just works. The whole thing just works. So it just turns out well. Okay. That did not work as I wanted. I kept trying to get like all of them in there and then it just ended up being like, nah. No. No, not quite. Oh my god, sir. Are you serious? Where is this man? This man ran up on me. Oh my god, why the double? He did not have to do that. Let's see, let's see. Technically, we really want, gold. Oh my god. Unless I just keep running into these things. Oh, there we go. Mining Master, level up. Do 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 do. Oh, who is this? Who is this man? Also, I won't lie, having a farming sim where you don't have to romance anybody is very refreshing. More games should do that. More games should just forego the romance bit. Because I feel like in a lot of the games, the romance, it's clearly such an afterthought. Like, it's not super well written. And if you're just gonna be, like, medium about it, you might as well just not do it. I think you make a better game by, like, not having poorly written romance. Just keeping it, like, a fully platonic situation for everybody involved. I just think it turns out better that way. But hey, I don't write games, so maybe people out here are gonna be like, Raz, people want the romance. They want it every time. I just think they're missing out on good games that could be if we either focused on making the right romance really good, like writing it really well, or don't. If you don't want to write romance, that's fine. That's hard to write and have it be not campy and believable. Like, I don't think it's weird at all that we would just be like, yeah, that's tough. Let's leave that bit out. Let's just focus on the farming. Let's make the farming fun. Also, if other games do not make use of Doraemon's art, they are absolutely sleeping on that. That is one of the prettiest games I've ever seen in my life. And it works for so many different game types. It doesn't just have to be a farming sim. I don't know if I should sell this honey. I feel like I should. I feel like that is probably the way. Let me actually drop some of this stuff off before I go home with my pockets just filled with random stuff. Let's put... Let's see, we've got this. All these ores. Anything else? This. Let's grab all these. We can put these up. These. Okay. I'm gonna have to go put all the flowers away. Flowers. Who is living where? Are you all living in here? Okay. Nice. And then make some more brick road slowly. All right, hop on our trusty steed. And what do I want to sell? So we sell these. Honestly, I think let's just sell the carrots. Also, probably just sell the food. I don't know that we need these. Comb honey. All right, and then we'll find a place for this milk. find a spot for it. What can I take out? What can we, let's just make, I guess, let's just make 3 different, tomato juices. Oh. With the massive tomatoes for love it. Let's just do that. Because we don't need so many of these tomatoes. We really don't. And then there was so many tomato juices that made 15. So many. I think let's just grab the tea out because we have so many tea leaves. We can make that super easily. Let's just sell that. I don't think we need this tea. We have so many tea leaves. Also, do I have space for either of these? I really don't. I really need to make another chest, I think. Just sell that ring. We don't really, I think we have a bunch of rings lying around. I don't know that we need a ton of them. Alright, that was a good day. Grocery store has expanded its product lineup. Oh. Maybe the carrot? Maybe we've never sold a carrot before? I don't know. Thought that we had, but maybe we did not. Okay, today is sunny. Tomorrow is sunny. Okay, rain on Thursday. If we could finish pumping that that massive pond up top, I would be really happy. I would be very excited. Will it happen? I don't know. Probably not. But I would be happy about it. Alright. Time to go let the animals out. The melons might be done today. Might be crazy, but they might be done. Let's see, let's see. Look at Chungus. Can we just appreciate Chungus? Look at how fluffy this boy is. So fluffy. And he turns into like this naked little strange rabbit man when he's sheared. But he's so fluffy when he's not sheared. Man can barely see. His bangs are like way too long. He cannot see at all. He's basically blind. I mean, Fozzie's kind of the same way. I don't even know how Fozzie, our alpaca, is running around. I don't think he can see at all. I genuinely don't. Like, look at this man. How does he, Fozzie, where are your eyes? Where are they? I can't see him, so I feel like you can't see me. Maybe that's like childish logic, but that's how it feels. Alright, Mildred, looking nice. Everyone's looking good. You're gonna be let out. Alright, let's drop all of our stuff off in the machines. Alright, there we go. That is set. I feel like I should make a couple more refined coal and bring it up to the pump up there, just so it doesn't run out. So I might do that. Let me quick check on the melons. You guys done? No. Alright, let's see, coal should be in here. Let's do like 2 more. And then we have to craft it into refined coal. Also, I guess I should have seen... Is there anything else that I can... Oh, what is this? Horse topiary? We have to make that. What else is good? Anything else? Honeymaker, we've got that. Giant milk tanks. I don't know what that does, but okay. Lovely rug. Alright, first, we're gonna go make that, that pump. Make sure it's full. Or full enough, you know. Insert those. Okay. That'll probably go for a while. We'll check in on it tomorrow if it still hasn't finished, which would be kind of tragic, but very possible. What else? Guess we should check on all of these. Brick makers are done, so we should grab some more clay. Get those going. There we go. I don't know what time it is. Probably like past noon. Just about noon. Let's see, where are Lovett and... Lovett is making his way to the cafe. Ralph is at the cabin. So quick, we'll go up and see if we can grab Lovett, give him his tomato juice. Don't know which way he normally walks. Oh, there he is. Just saw him go in. Just saw him go in. What up, Lovett?
Whoa.
Good day, cottager. A most beauteous afternoon, is it not? It is pretty beauteous. Here's your tomato juice every day. Every day we come by with tomato juice. Should probably also stop by Lovett's house and I don't know, check on those like cooking tasks that he has. See if there's anything that we can just make.
Hello.
Here's your potage, sir.
Huh.
Alright. Perfect. Let's go to Lovett's house, which is up this way. He lives in a very fancy house. Deliver dish. So he wants curry rice. And oshiruko. So yeah, I should just go make those, I guess. I'll have to buy the ingredients if I don't have them from the grocery store, but I think that's okay. Curry rice and oshiruko. First we'll lay this brick path and then we'll see what we need for those dishes. And then we gotta make that horse topiary and then like find a good spot for it. I think I might put it out front, honestly, because I don't know, why not, I guess. Why not just put it right out here? Like, I know we have the chicken topiary, but what if it was just like here? I think that would be solid. So let's go. I don't even know what we need for that. Horse topiary needs 99 tough grass. Okay. Tough grass. Do we have 99? We have plenty. We could make several of these if we wanted. Alright, perfect. Organize. Drop these off. Alright. It is time. Wow. It's beautiful. Look at it. We need to admire it, as we do with all of our statues. Wow. Look at the craftsmanship. Like, look, that's our horse in real life. It looks exactly the same. Wow, we're a god. That's honestly next level. We should do that for a living. We should just make topiaries. I don't know why we don't do that. Honestly, an opportunity being missed. Alright, what do we need for... Was it curry rice is an entree? I assume. What does curry rice need? Oh, just rice? How do we make normal rice? Is that a dish? Or is that just... Let's see. I don't think it's a soup. Don't think it's in here. Nope. And Oshiruko is a dessert. So Oshiruko needs... Oh, we can make candied sweet potatoes? That sounds delicious. Oshiruko needs 1 soybean and 1 rice. Okay. Let me go see what they have at the grocery store. Let's see what they've got.
Oh.
Buy ingredients. We would like... we want 1 bean. We want 1 rice. Oh, popular ambrosial honey. I don't know what made comb honey like a new thing. I don't know. I guess I'll get 1 more rice. I don't really know how to make the cooked rice, but I guess we'll find out. We can at least make the oshiruko though. Alright. Cooking in this game does take time, so it sometimes is not worth you, like, doing a bunch of stuff at once. It does kind of cut down on that. Cooked white rice. Yeah, like, how do I make this? How do I make cooked white rice? Is that... I don't know. We'll have to find out. Oshiroko. And then the sugar. There we go. So we can deliver that to Love It. Other dishes. Is it in here? Cooked white rice? It is. Make that. And then curry rice. Where are you? There we go. And then and potato. Nice. Curry rice is so tasty. I love that stuff. Some of my favorite food, actually. So I do like, I don't know, I like pretty much all kinds of curry. Curry's just good. I feel like you can't beat curry. It's just tasty. Okay, let's drop off. Hand this over. And then hand this over. Love It has acknowledged your culinary efforts and has posted up new, more difficult requests. Alright, what do we have? Do we have any of these that we already have got? That's the real question. I'll have to check our... I guess we should go see the sprites. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll give us some of what we need. Okay, let's go check the sprite friends. Sprite village. Do you guys have any? Oh. Cottager, thank you for your help. When I used the shiny new toy we made, I got to be friends with all the wild animals. I can't believe Boss Sprite can make friends without needing a toy. He's so cool. But now I have a big problem. The animals are getting a little too friendly. They keep licking me, and now I'm covered in drool. I want to keep talking to them, but I feel all yucky when I'm covered in drool. Wipe it off with some cloth. A cloth, huh? You're so smart, Cottager. If I had a cloth to wipe away the drool, I could spend more time with the animals. Could you please bring me one? We can. Thank you. I can't wait to get all the drool off of me. Sir, you could just wipe it with grass, I think. I don't think it has to be a cloth. Like, you don't have to be this way if you don't wanna. You know what I mean? But I guess, I don't know, maybe he's committed. He doesn't want to wipe it off until he has like a high quality cloth. Green potage and potato salad. Ooh. Chestnut. Some fodder. Alright. Turn to farm. Alright. Let's see. Let's go in here. Drop off this. What is this flower? Nemophila? I wonder if we can use that with our honey. Oh yeah, I meant to check. Do we have any... Okay, we have an egg salad. Okay, we have one mixed salad, so we can drop that off. He also wanted tempura, I think. And what else? Anything else that he wanted? I can't remember off the top of my head. I think that was most of it though. So let me go drop these off. At Lovett's. It's kind of the nice thing about the chef sprite is it kind of just gives you full dishes, and you can just give them to Lovett. You can just be like, here you go, Lovett. Enjoy the mixed salad. You wanted hot and sour soup, kitsune udon, coffee, honey yogurt, curry rice, oshiriko. Okay. I don't know that I needed all the machines, but let me also super quickly go check on that request that we got. What did they want? One tough cloth. Okay. I don't know if we have that outright, but we can definitely make it. I think if we don't have it, we can put tough thread in our cloth making machine. Alright, let's go check. I think it would be in the textile. Okay, we don't. But we do have tough thread. And so let's go put this in here. Cancel. Let's just make 2 of these. Let me drop off. Oh, tough thread was already used up. The supple lumber gold. Can drop off fodder. What else? Alright, I think the rest is fine. I think if the pond finishes getting drained, I think it shows us with a cutscene in the morning, if I am not mistaken. So we're gonna hope for that. Yo! Hello! Hydrate! Welcome, Raiders, welcome! Let me get you a raid shout out. Nightbot is playing nice today. How was Slime Rancher 2? What do you think? What's the verdict? Did we like it? Did we love it? Is it amazing? Well, welcome, Raiders. My name is Rizaldia. I go by Raz for short. I am a marionette VTuber. I mainly play farming sims and Mahjong. Today we are playing Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town, which is the newest in the Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons franchise. Also, Alder, thank you so much for the hydrate. I will do that. It's very similar to Slime Rancher 1, like practically an expansion. Is that a good thing, or do you find it boring? Also, Umbra, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome in. Looks amazing though. I have been in love with like your home base is like that, what would you call it? Conservatory almost look, like with the glass. I think it looks so pretty. But yeah, it looks nice. It's just a question of, I guess, if you enjoy the gameplay, if it's like just a continuation, I guess. Also, how excited are you for the new Story of Seasons remake? Umbra, I literally screamed. I was like live tweeting that whole Nintendo Direct with a friend, and the minute it said like, I don't know, I think it was like something A Wonderful Life, and I started screaming, and I was like about to cry, because A Wonderful Life is my favorite Harvest Moon game of all time. I played it originally on the GameCube. I have big love for that game, so I was very excited to see that they were doing a remake of it. Looks amazing. Believe me, all my friends started adding me. I know, right? If you know someone in your life who likes A Wonderful Life, if you saw that, you were immediately like, I have to tell them. I have to let them know it's coming. I feel like that was the general consensus with everyone, so I got it. I appreciated it. Everyone, I don't know, some people, I was laughing because people were really mad because the way they spaced out that Nintendo Direct, it was like once every 10 minutes there was a farming sim, so I understand why people felt it was all farming sims. It was funny to me because they even missed some farming sims. They didn't even bring up Doraemon Story of Seasons 2, which is launching November 1st. But people were like big mad about it, but I was like, listen, it's the time of farming sims. Just embrace it. Get on board. I was also like, this is the best Nintendo Direct. They did well. I'm happy about it. I am not as much of a fan of Rune Factory, but to be fair, I have not played any of the Rune Factories after 1. I played 1 and then I just like didn't love it. So I ended up just kind of letting it sit for a while. So I've had people be like, you have to go play like 4. 4 is like deeply beloved, or like 5 or something, so I might have to get into that series, but I have not yet. But yeah, that to me, that was a great Nintendo Direct. I was very happy with it. A lot of people were not, but hey, not everyone can be a virtual farmer, you know? We're a special breed. It was, I don't know, it was a Direct made for us. So I didn't mind it. I thought it was great. But yeah, otherwise, let's see, we are... Oh, why did I have this one piece of wool in here for no reason? We're just, you know, doing some casual farming. My farm is ugly, so if organization bothers you, just look away. Just like don't stare too hard at the farm because it's disorganized right now. That's just the way of it. Look, our farmers need our kick too. I agree. I think we needed our time, for sure. But yeah, I'm glad you had a good time, Kill. Obviously, if you I'm sure you might have already pieced out if you had to. I know you were streaming for like a long time on Slime Rancher, so definitely take a break if you have to. Welcome in, Raiders. I was debating between playing Slime Rancher 2 and playing Potion Permit, and I felt like there were going to be a lot of people playing Slime Rancher 2 and there were going to be less people playing Potion Permit, so I was like, you know what, we'll play Potion Permit, we'll hang out, it'll be good, we'll enjoy ourselves. So I don't know if we're going to play Slime Rancher 2 on stream or if I'm just going to play it off stream and enjoy it myself, but it is a pretty game. It does look nice. It is very pleasing. But what are we doing in here? I don't know, we're trying to race the rain to get rid of this massive pond. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but we're doing our best. Rain comes in 2 days, so I'm not sure how successful we will be. But that's kind of what we're up to. That, and we were just building out our little mushroom area. I still don't know where we're gonna put our beehives. I have not figured that out, so I'll have to do some thinking there and decide how we want to make more of these and where we want them to be. For now, we've just got one hive and one little honey maker, but we're making do. We're making do. If you've not played this game, I think it's pretty good. I think it's a credit to the Harvest Moon series. I like some of the mechanics in it. Personally, I like the taming mechanic. I'm not a super fan of the need for a breeding kit instead of just using the eggs in an incubator for the chickens, but I get why they maybe didn't want to give us an easy out and they just wanted all animals to be bred in the same way. It is a bit strange, but hey, that's okay. We'll accept it. It's allowed to be a little strange once in a while. What else? I guess we married Ralph, the ranger. So we've been hanging out. Recently we've been trying to befriend Lovett because I think Lovett is very funny. But have you played any of the recent Harvest Moon's not Story of Seasons games? I heard they weren't good, so I've been avoiding it. I have not been playing them for that exact reason. I just heard that they just weren't good. Because, again, like, the original Harvest Moon creator was Marvelous. So when they broke, like, when Natsume broke away, they were just the publisher, they were just the localizer. When they broke away from Marvelous, they're not doing great. So I've just kind of been avoiding them altogether. I don't really think I have any plans to purchase any of their games or try it. The ones I've seen, like, the graphics have been really poor too, so there's just, I don't know. They just don't seem to be putting any money into them, and they seem to just be relying on the fact that some people maybe don't know that the Harvest Moon name got swapped to Story of Seasons because Natsume trademarked it. So yeah, it feels like a cash grab to me. Sorry if anyone works for Natsume and is in the chat. Hello, Aoi, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day went well. Is going well, I guess. The drama occurred, so I was curious if you tried them. Yeah, I haven't. To be fair, I took kind of a long break from Harvest Moon for like a while, and I kind of missed that whole time period. So like, I probably stopped. Like, I maybe played a little bit of Magical Melody, but like not that much, if at all. And then I like didn't play at all until fairly recently. Mainly because I was just confused about some of the games that were coming out. And then I went back and was like, oh, it's because it's not being made by Marvelous, even though it has the Harvest Moon name. So glad to be back. I'm on a mission to play every single Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons game, like all the ones made by Marvelous. That is our goal here, so we're slowly going through one by one. We started with Harvest Moon SNES, which was actually extremely joyful to play. I thought it was really fun and engaging. It got a little boring at points, but I actually found myself getting really attached to the characters, and I found it to be very charming in the end, and I liked that it ended. I'm one of those people that enjoys when the games have endings, and they don't let me just infinitely play. So I appreciate that. I am. How about you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Today, I don't know, today was a lot of talking at work, a lot of talking to people, but not too bad. Animal Parade, Tree of Tranquility were very good if you ever get a chance. We will get a chance. My sister is a big fan of Animal Parade. So she has been like, you have to play Animal Parade, you gotta do it. And I was like, I will. I promise you. We'll play all of them. I promise. We'll be here. We'll be playing them. Nina. Yeah, we married Nina in the Harvest Moon SNES version, so we're big fans of Nina here. She's very feral. She fed us a live frog at the Harvest Festival, but that's kind of why we love her. We love her for that reason, not in spite of it. Oh, let me just grab that, and let's see, we need one of these. But yeah. I don't know, today at work was one of those days where, it's kind of a continuation, so if folks, I don't know if I've, like, said this before, but, I'm, like, in the process of quitting my job. So I gave my 2 weeks notice yesterday, which means I had to talk to a lot of people yesterday, and I had to talk to a lot of people today, and it's, like, vaguely uncomfortable conversations. No one has been bad about it, but it's, like, it's just one of those. where like no one is really excited that you're leaving and that they're probably gonna have to do more work. And then today I had kind of a, I don't know if I would call it uncomfy, but like low-key, I don't know if insulting is the word, but the CEO tried to offer me a bunch of money to stay, which I found kind of rude because he couldn't scrounge up that money before, you know, when I was a normal employee, just when I said I was gonna go. Which, by the way, fam, if you ever quit a company and they haven't been giving you like raises or bonuses or whatever, and you go to leave and they try and offer you like a huge lump sum raise, or just money or whatever to stay, you should just leave. Just don't take the money, because they're basically telling you that they didn't think you were worth that before, and they only think you're worth that when they realize like that you're gonna be gone. And that's kind of rude. So yeah, don't recommend that. Never got into SNES Harvest Moon, so when you said Nina, I thought you were talking about the old lady from Wonderful Life. No. No. Nina from the original Harvest Moon SNES. She's probably close to Celia in A Wonderful Life, but like feral. She is the florist's daughter. She likes to hang out in the mountains. Like I said, she literally fed us a live frog. She has some weird ideas about what is and is not edible. Like the frog was still jumping when she fed it to us, so that was pretty horrifying. But she's very funny. I love Nina. I don't think there's ever a world where I will dislike Nina, so she's our wife. We can't really talk bad about her. We were very blessed to have her when we did, in my opinion. What do I want to do here? I guess let's make 2 of these and then maybe 1 of these, and we'll keep the milks to make some potage. So we keep running low on potage. Alright. Animals are tended to. I don't think we're gonna beat the storm to drain that stupid pond before the rain comes and fills it up again, which is super annoying, but one day it'll be done. Just, you know, not this day, probably. Alright. I will say the one thing I don't like about this game is I don't like the machines. I don't like the machines in Stardew Valley. I find them an eyesore. I find them very ugly. I find them very annoying to have to like place anywhere on my farm. So having that mechanic exist in this game is a little like, do I hate the machines? We don't deserve Nina. We really don't. Nina's a gem. Nina should be protected at all costs. She's perfect. But yeah, we probably do not deserve Nina. She's just too good. Alright, I think I'm just gonna sell all of these melons. I don't know if there's a reason why I would keep them. Okay, we have 30. We have 30 points, you guys. We can get the wolf pup. Those do be some weird looking chests. Yeah, like, I don't know. The machines in general, the chests, they're not my favorite thing. Let's put it that way. Let me quickly make some brick pathway so I can finish this walkway. I feel like the machines will stay, but I wish you could put it in a building like Stardew. Yeah, I wish they could be hidden or something better, or in a way that you like, I don't know, that they weren't so clunky, I guess. That's the other thing. They're just a little clunky. They're clunky in Stardew. I don't hate like what they let you do. Like I think the crafting mechanic is cool. I just don't love that you need to like have these things physically in the area to do it. That's all. Alright, let's give Lovett his juice. His daily tomato juice. What up, Lovett?
Woohoo!
Are you fond of this town? Lovett loves it. Well, that's joyful, Lovett. I'm glad you like this town.
Ooh.
Lovett likes it. We can't afford to make the things that Lovett loves, to be honest. He has like a very ritzy palate, so it's hard to give him gifts that he actually appreciates. Okay, so then let's go talk to Ralph. What is this? Our two faves? What? I don't mind going into the forest with you, sir, but where exactly do you need me to guide you? What do you mean, where? It is as I told you before. I came here to track down truffles, young man. I've been conducting an investigation, you see, and have recently learned that high-quality truffles grow around this area. I simply have no choice but to hunt them down and try a morsel for myself. Well, if you know where the truffles are, I can take you there right away. Absolutely, I would be pleased to accompany you. So, do you know where you need to go? But of course, when it comes to fine ingredients, none can surpass my encyclopedic knowledge of the subject. Ralph is doubtful, to say the least. They're off. The boys are off. Oh, the bear. Our fave friend, the bear. Eek! His squeal of fear. Huff, pant. You would have been just fine if you hadn't approached that bear, but at least you aren't hurt. Oh, yes, of course. What's more, I have secured the truffles, so we have won the day today. Now off to the bistro to have them cooked at once. You want me to make something with these mushrooms? Yes, bring out their invigorating flavor. I will leave the specifics to your discretion. Okay, give me some time and I'll whip something up. Bon appetit! I have never seen this before. What do you call this dish, my lady? Mushrooms first love. Mushrooms first love? That's right. I skewered the mushrooms with Cupid's arrow and topped them with a sweet and sour lemon glaze. Marvelous. And is that heart made of cranberry sauce? Why, this is so inspired. I can feel the tender emotions of these beautiful mushrooms. It's sweet, sour, and just the slightest hint of bitter. I guess you could say it represents love and all its hardships. What a spectacle, what a scene! I must revel in this moment before partaking of such a well-thought-out creation. They're just going ham. Thanks for stopping in, Umbra. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. Delectable. Love it, loves it. If you like it that much, you're welcome to come by anytime to order it again. Alright. We just wanted to talk to our boy, but we got that out of the way. Here's your soup, sir. What's our heart level? So love is at 4 hearts. Ralph is like halfway into the the married hearts are really hard to get. They're very aggressive. Alright, let's do offer prayers, receive blessing, adds the little wolf to the animal shop. Yes. Okay, we gotta go. Where is the little wolf? How much is this child? We have to see. I don't know if it's a pet or what. Let's see. Buy livestock. Okay, not there. Okay. Buy mount. There's different colors of horse. What? We can have multiple horses? That's crazy. Is it a pet? Little wolf. This wolf may be tiny, but it's a fierce one who dreams of growing big and strong. Howl could use some work, though. You can take walks with it if you like. Alright, well... 50k. Got a bit to go. We also never take pick for a walk. Just never remember, to be honest. It's not normally on my top priority list. But we should probably do that before spring comes. Maybe during winter we'll like spend more time working on that stuff. Let's see if that strong cloth is done. So we can... Yes, it is. Okay, nice. We can give that to the sprites. Let's get on. I didn't know there were different colors of horses. That's crazy. I guess you probably need different, like, stables for each one. Which makes sense. Alright, let's go drop these off. There we go. Quest list. Deliver. Alright. There we go. That is done. Oh. Cutscene? Nope. Just our house. Alright, let's drop off our horse. Let's see. Let's craft one more brick floor, I think. And then, there we go. Let's do, I don't know if I want to do brick floor for like this path. I might just do stone. So let me drop some stuff off. Let's drop off these two, put this in the fiber. And then let's grab our stones because we have so many stones. It's like actually kind of obscene. Let's see. Stone path. Okay. So if I do stone path here, here we go. I don't know what I want to do with this. It's kind of an awkward angle. The one thing I will say about this game too is like sometimes the controls are a little wonky. Can I put that there? Slowly but surely. I feel like it come to... let's see. Do this. And, because we can get so many rocks in the very first, the very first mine has plenty of opportunities for grabbing rocks. Okay, I think we just go straight from here. Kind of ashamed to like chop down these saplings that I was like kind of waiting for, but sometimes that's how it has to go. The nice thing about the paths is you can like super easily pick them up though. Like it is easy to pick up and move things. You don't need to have an NPC like move a building or something, so it does make that easy. You do have to physically carry the buildings to the spaces you want them to go in, so that can sometimes be a little rough, I guess, but it's not the end of the world. Think, let me swap out bucket for the axe, and we can actually just, oh, clear that away quickly. There we go. And same thing, honestly. There we go. Okie dokie. A little bit easier to just conceptualize everything. See where we're going. The sound is a little annoying. Our boy, like we're gonna be moving a lot of stuff. Kind of wish they didn't do that for like placing down buildings or furniture or whatever, but it's okay. Let's see. Not sure. Oh, we can put stuff here. I was like, I don't know how close to the mine we're allowed to get. Man, that is horrible. It really is. It really is not great. It's not a noise that a human makes. Not like a well human, you know? Like, not someone who's doing great. Let's put it that way. Maybe the noise that a human that is in distress makes. Like, I don't think I know anyone who's ever made that noise, but what do I know, really? We are just trying to make like a path. Doesn't have to be the best path. Just a path to hopefully make things look at least slightly more organized. I mean, they do got them big old heads and teeny tiny bodies. Maybe that's just how cottager... Yeah, maybe that is. Maybe cottager just, you know, this is how he has to sound. You know what I mean? Maybe he doesn't have a choice. Sounds like a machine noise, to be honest. Yeah, I mean... I guess someone voice acted it, but... it's certainly not pleasant. Alright. I think that's probably enough for today. We did make this little path. Okay, let's grab our little bit here. What needs to be put away? Some of these things, I guess. I don't remember if I got all of our animal products, so let me go quickly see if we need to grab any. First, we'll take a quick pit stop and drop off all the raw materials we just got. Okay. Alrighty. I don't know why that last noise can't be the lifting thing. I don't know. We'd have to ask the people that made the game. Be like, why did you pick this one? Of all the noises, why? What was the reason? Alright, let's drop all these off. Do we have anything else that needs doing? I don't think so. Probably should have gone to the museum today, but I don't know, we've had enough kind of terrible noises for one day. I didn't really know if we needed that girl's voice lines on top of it, so. Alright, let me drop off this milk. Raises the same question as questionable pain noises in Dark Souls 1. There's a lot of like questionable voice acting, I would say, in a lot of games, where it's like, did anyone think this through? You know, like, did anyone sit there and be like, this might not be the best way to go about this. This might not be, you know, this is something that ends up getting spammed a lot. I don't know if we need this. But alas, sometimes you gotta just make do with what you have. Alright, let's put some of these away. Ralph about to be eating fancy with some 5-star cooking. Rain tomorrow, Friday sunny. Okay. This might not be the best take. Let's do a re-record. Is a phrase more VA directors should be willing to say. Yeah. They probably don't, because I don't know. I don't know how the pay structure goes for voice acting. Maybe it's time-based. So they might just be like, well, just take it. It's fine. But, sometimes the lines do be not our fave. All right. Let me super quick go to, let me go back to title really fast. I have to feed Miss Pickles her dinner. So I'm gonna put you guys on a super quick be right back screen. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, so feel free to like reheat your tea, stretch, get a snack, all that good stuff, and then we'll be back for like another hour or so of Pioneers of Olive Town. Alright, I'm back. Let me do some quick swapping. Okay. There we go. I was reminded I'm just gonna drink my tea really fast while I have a minute, because I don't know, I never drink my tea while we're playing these games, and then it's always cold. Every time. But I was reminded because I had to close some blinds. Because my house is like basically all windows. It's not actually, but I have a lot of windows. That when we bought this place, there was like a prayer card of Mary, as in like Jesus's mother, shoved into one of the window frames like on the way up the stairs. And I'm not a Christian, But I was like, I feel like something bad will happen if I remove her. So she's just living up there. And I notice her every time I have to open or close that window, and I'm like, hey girl, how's it going? You're still just vibing over there. I don't know why. It was like, it was not shoved in a way that it wouldn't weirdly stick out. So it's very odd, but there she was when I went to close the window. Still there years later, unmoved. I thought she was gonna fall out at some point. She seemed to defy gravity. But she's there. She is, and I don't know, enjoying her space, I guess. She does have a nice view out the window, so it just felt like one of those things that I was like, I don't know, I don't want to remove this and then have, like, something weird happen in this house. So I'll just leave it. It doesn't harm me to leave her hanging out there. Costs me nothing. Aside from, like, assurance that, I don't know, maybe I'm not about to curse myself or something. Who knows? I had a friend recently, so she's, oh. My controller doesn't want to work. My friend is, like, she's been house hunting recently. What did you leave there? Oh, I was saying that when I first moved in to the house, like when we first bought our house, there was a prayer card of Mary, as in Jesus' mother, like shoved into a window frame in like a really weird way. And I just felt like it was a bad move to move her. So I was like, yeah, I should not do that. So she just lives there now. But yeah, she's been there ever since. Well, my friend is house hunting right now. She was like, I went to this house that is so haunted yesterday. I was like, oh yeah? And she was like, it's an old mansion that was converted into a physician's office and is now a house. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like it would be haunted. Yeah. Maybe avoid it, I don't know. She was like, yeah, it seems big haunted. And I didn't want to buy it. And I was like, yeah, that's reasonable. I don't know that I would want to buy a haunted house either, quite frankly. I think that would be a no thank you from me. So, you know. Can't really argue with that. That sounds not just haunted, but also hella sketch. I mean, it's pretty, I would say it's pretty normal around here as things go. You have to understand, when you live in the Northeast, there's not a lot of space. So buildings often get like repurposed or like broken up into lots of things. So there's a lot of like old houses that are now like physicians' offices, dentists, insurance places, whatever. Morgues or, you know, like funeral homes and stuff. That's very common. But yeah, like large amounts of people, there's not much space for like new construction. Like you wouldn't build a new building. So you kind of just, you repurpose old buildings. You can build new buildings, but it usually costs more money. So people are usually just like, yeah, I'll just use what's here. It's a very familiar old world story. Yup. Hence why I don't ever want to live there. Securing cheap housing. It depends on what your definition of cheap is, and it also depends, I would say, how close you need or want to live to a city. If you want to live near Boston, if you want to live near New York City, those are very expensive. If you want to live near Providence, or you want to live near, I don't even know, someplace in Vermont, not so bad. But the big cities are very expensive. And some whole states are very expensive. Like, I would say, like, I don't really know how you find cheap housing in New Jersey. Like, I legitimately don't know. It seems like everything is expensive there. I don't know where you find cheap housing, because everything is, like, kind of within either commuting distance to Philly or New York City, which means it's kind of just, like, one big state of large metro areas, but hey, you know, it works for some people, I guess. Providence used to be so much cheaper, though. My parents used to pay $600 for rent for a 2-bedroom, but now it's probably 5 times that for the same. Yeah, I mean, rents in general have gone up in a lot of places. Like, I don't know where you can rent a 2-bedroom anywhere for $600 without it being, like, condemned. Like, I feel like most parts of the country, that is, if it's not above that now, it will be. Unless you're maybe if you're in, like, Kansas. If you're, like, somewhere where there really is nothing, maybe. But I feel like if you're near anything, it's like a lot. I rented a 4-bedroom at my last place. How much was the 4-bedroom? That's where I used to live, in Kansas. $1,200. That's pretty wild for a 4-bedroom. What was the catch? Like, that seems crazy. Or was it just not near stuff? Was it just like, it was in a state college town? I always wonder if college towns feel like they can't charge over a certain point, or like people won't pay it, you know what I mean? Because like college students don't generally have money. So I always wonder if college towns are like a little bit more, I don't want to say self-regulated, but like kind of, because they realize that if they charge too much, no one will be there. They're like, there's not that many faculty, you know what I mean, in comparison to students. So I wonder if they're like, well, what if we just charged a normal amount? And, it would be fine. But yeah, like, arguably, like, the thing about Providence is very close to New York City and Boston. Like, it's not that far on the train to get to those places, and it's not that far to drive. It's not something you would want to commute, but it does factor into why that area is very expensive. Because there are people that do commute that time. I think they're a little nutty for it, but they still do it. I think they're wild for it, but more power to them, I guess. There's another nice city in Rhode Island. I don't know it off the top of my head. There's some nice like areas down south, but it's like very rich. It's like really rich people live down there. They have like summer homes, or I don't know. Some people might live full time there too, but there's like definitely a lot of wild summer homes situation. All right, where's our boy Lovett? At his house. I was born there, but I was too young to remember anything. That's fair. I mean, most people don't remember much about where they were born.
Ooh.
Alright, love it. Here's your juice. Your fancy juice. Alright, I need to get some more of these. Buy goods. We would like. We want Let's do 6 of these. 5 of these. I might wait to plant these. Actually, should I get one more? Let me get one more of the trumpet, and then I'll just wait to plant these until after our other mushroom is done. That way we don't have like one lagging behind. Because that will be kind of annoying in the long run, I think. City I was thinking of is Bristol. I know nothing about Bristol. Honestly, I don't really know much about Rhode Island. But, all I know is it's definitely cheaper than living near Boston or New York City. That is my only frame of reference. Like, well, it's cheaper than there. Put these away. Maybe we do a mines day. Maybe we go in the mines, hang out. See if we can delve some. I'm kind of bummed that this thing is still not drained. It may never be drained. It's gonna forever be there.
Huh. Huh.
East Coast doesn't particularly seem like it would be for me. I like the area, it's pretty neat, but not sure if I'd like to live there. Yeah, it all depends, like, what you're into culturally, I would say, too. Like, the Northeast is, like, very, culturally particular. Like, I would say, Northeast people were not, like, friendly in general. Like, it's really weird to, like, talk to a stranger. You would, like, you don't do that. You don't generally know your neighbor super well. You might, but, like, not in a city for sure. You're not gonna talk to a stranger. There's a saying that people in the Northeast are, like, nice but not kind, or I don't know, one of those. The thing being that they don't pay lip service to, like, being randomly nice to people, but, like, if you're really in a bind, they will, like, actually step in. Like, if you're struggling with a stroller on a, like, trying to bring it down to a subway platform, someone might, like, low-key cuss you out about it, but they'll help you carry that thing down. They're not gonna be happy about it, but they'll do it. They'll be like, man, you're holding up everybody, but they'll still pick up that stroller and carry it down. They just don't see, you know, they don't see the need to be too, I don't know, too friendly for no reason. Overly friendly, maybe. It's more about whether I can secure a good job down there without paying extremely high cost. Yeah, I would say, obviously it depends on your industry a lot. I will also say, like, in law, in the Northeast in particular, because there's so many really good law schools up here, there's almost like an overabundance of law students and paralegals and stuff like that, so it kind of, like, I don't know, I think they get a little bit, I don't want to say uppity, but they get really weird about, like, what school you went to. So I think there's a lot of overqualified people in, like, much lower positions in something like law around here. It's definitely not impossible, but, you can, I feel like a lot of doors get closed on you for, like, no real reason. Parable of the Broken Down Car definitely applies to the Great Lakes region too. Kinda not nice, describes my neck of the woods. Yeah, it's like a northern people thing. I don't know, maybe we're just, you know, we're used to, like, blizzards and stuff. We just get a little cold, but people, you just don't talk to people you don't know, but you'll, like, help out somebody if they're actually, like, in need, but you don't, there's no reason to, like, wild out, I guess. Where I'm at is pretty big for law. Yeah, that might be, like, a good place to be then, you know? But yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like in the Northeast and like, especially if you're, I don't know, close enough to Boston, just because so many people come to school for that, they end up just like being up here anyway. So there's just a lot, I don't know, people going to Harvard and all that stuff, so there's just like a lot of, I would say tech is really big up here too. Finance and tech. If you're into fintech, the Northeast has got a lot of that. But yeah, the one positive, I guess, to all the, you know, the cost here is our states are very blue. So we have rights. We're pretty aggressive about that. But you do, I mean, you know, you gotta pay taxes to have good things, so that's part of how it works. Texas is one of the biggest legal job markets in the US. Oh god, I'm about to get destroyed by these moles. We don't have any good law schools, but there's bigger or more well-known law firms. That makes sense, yeah. If you've got the firms, then people, like, move down there for it. Northeast is really just, like, the students are all there, so it's easy for them to just, like, stay there. But... And obviously New York, I mean, there's everything in New York. There's, like, very high-profile, law firms and stuff in New York City, so... Yeah, I got my degree at Duke. Nice. Yeah, so it would just be all about, like, what, you know, where you would like to live. I think that's the other thing, too, like... Once you've gotten your degree and you're kind of, like, in a space where you can be a little choosy, I think it's important to, like, not take a job where you would be in a place that you would hate to live, you know? So if you really hate the weather of a place, or you really culturally, like, you find that you really just don't jive with people there, which is sane, like, the US is very big. There's a lot of tiny cultures. It's very sane to get culture shock moving from state to state. That's very normal. States are not the same. You gotta just, like, find what works for you. So if you like, you know, if you prefer living in the South and you like the weather down there and it's good for your job, then be down in the South. That sounds perfect. The best place for you to live is the place where you're happiest. Everything else is kind of just, like, extra. Like, personally, I don't think I could live outside of the Northeast. Personally, I like the weather here. Oh god, these moles, oh my god. Let me go. These moles. Being mobbed. But yeah, I like the weather here. I don't know. I have a lot of friends here. I don't know. It's easy for me to move around up here, so I prefer it. I like the forests. So, hate the weather, hate driving around here, but everything else is good, except the politics. Politics can change, though. You know, you can swing a state. But yeah, we don't need to, we're not gonna get into political talks, but I feel that. I get that. I mean, as long as the weather is, like, bearable. I guess that's the thing. If you're really miserable, like, half the year, then you might want to look into living other places, because I don't think it's worth, like, being really miserable for, like, entire seasons, you know what I mean? The same way that if you hated snow, I would be like, don't live in Maine. That sounds like or, like, Alaska. That sounds like a really bad place to be if you don't like that weather. But if it's just like, it's not my favorite, and it's, like, kind of hot, but I can deal with it, and it's not a big deal, then, yeah, whatever. I'm not really miserable, per se, but I kind of miss the Midwest. I mean, is there any place in the Midwest where you could, like, live? Because, like, there are law firms everywhere, to be fair. They exist in all places. You know, different degrees of scale, but... Come back. Laura's gunning for you to join him in the Midwest. Return. Wisconsin is calling you. The Midwest states. What a place. I went to Japan camp in Minnesota. And I had to go on a work trip to Madison, which is in Wisconsin, right? They were weird. They were weird places to go for me, but they were nice. They're decent. I don't know, when I went to Japan camp, there was a lot of cornfields, I will say. There were a lot of cornfields around. Not sure about Wisconsin, but I'll consider it. I panicked. There's no reason to panic in these streams. We're just chilling. Everyone's nice. All the cottagers are nice. Minnesota is wild. They have the worst variance in weather averages out of the entire country. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, it seems a little crazy up there. I don't know. Definitely not for me. If I did move to the Midwest, it probably wouldn't be Kansas or Missouri. Yeah. Doesn't Missouri get, like, massive tornadoes? Isn't that a thing? Doesn't Missouri just get blasted by tornadoes some years? Because, like, I can't live in a place that does tornadoes regularly. That's another thing. New England has, like, almost no inclement weather. We don't get hurricanes, really. Like, we get the tail ends of hurricanes, but there's very few hurricanes that hit us dead on. And even then, honestly, Long Island blocks most things, so RIP, Rhode Island, but thanks for your service. We get blizzards, but we don't really get, like, tornadoes. We don't get wildfires. Like, I don't know. We're very safe in that way. We don't really get, like, you know, like, flash flooding can happen anywhere that there's, you know, water, but I don't know. Some places seem very predisposed to terrible things. Personally, though, I know I'll have to leave behind the Chicagoland area one day, but I'm going to miss it awfully. I'm firm in the belief that Chicago has the best culinary culture in the country. Don't let a New Yorker hear you say that, or they might, like, fight you. And they would literally fight you. Because they're very hardcore like that. They take their culinary diversity and culture very seriously. Alright, time to leave. We have been delving. It's time to leave the mine. Thought we didn't need. I was like, did I walk here? Because that is gonna be a long walk. Truthfully. Truth be told. But no, we left, we brought our horse. I did good. Well, that's okay, I'm fortified by Chicago eating. Thank a New Yorker's beauty below any day. Oh god. Alright, well, good thing I don't think there's any New Yorkers here. They're not here to contest. Alright. Also, to be honest, I often find when someone says that, they are often vastly overrating it. I've been let down by so many people. Oh, people like hyping up their food culture? Their food? I mean, food is like a deeply personal thing. I think sometimes it's hard to like actually gauge. Like, I don't know. You could go by like Michelin stars or something, I guess, but you know, that's only a certain kind of food, you know? Fine dining only. Good morning, cottager. I'm sure you've guessed that I'm here with some more plans for our town development project. To be frank, we're quite close to formulating a plan with the townsfolk, but we've got one more vital step to complete. I'm afraid the details of this project are currently confidential, but please, cottager, we need your help now more than ever. Okay, I guess you have to tell us kind of what you need, though. You say you're not sure what you should do to help? That's quite alright. Just follow the instructions and you'll be just fine. I've posted the details on the bulletin board, so do take a look when you've got the time. Let's see. Oh, I went to winter. The real draw of Chicago food culture isn't, oh, this place is so good, but the variety. Chicago was the second choice spot for so many immigrant waves to the States that we have insane variety. Yeah, that's fair. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. Yeah, I feel like if the airport food is good, then like the food outside the airport has to be pretty good. Otherwise that would be pretty weird. I'd be like, huh, it's an odd combo. If the food in the airport was good, but like the food outside the airport was not good, I'd be like, huh, okay. Let's do animals first, then we'll probably do mushroom planting. Oh. Take that. There we go. Let me do... We have some coal. Let me do... I'm just gonna do 2. I don't know how much more this thing needs. So I don't want to put too much extra in it. Have it not really do anything for me. Oh, needs a bath. Mudrith, what happened? Muradith. I do wonder if cities are going to become less expensive now that remote culture is more of a thing for a lot of different jobs. Because kind of the whole problem of a lot of urban centers was the US was experiencing kind of like a Tokyo effect. If you guys don't know, like most of the jobs, or like a large portion of jobs, a large portion of universities in Japan are in just Tokyo. Tokyo is big, but imagine if like most of the jobs were in New York City. And then you were supposed to just like go there. It kind of makes it like, one, it makes it very expensive to like live in that one city where everything is. So the US was kind of having that problem where it was like a lot of jobs were all just like in the city. So then people like have to go to the city for like good jobs. But then obviously if there's too many people that want to live in a place, it gets very expensive. Which prices out people who like, you know, need to work jobs that maybe don't pay $1 billion a year. So it gets very tricky. I often feel like the best cities come with a premium. So I kind of divide cities into nice to live in and nice to visit. And I place cities like Chicago, New York in the secondary category. Yeah, I think living in places that are that expensive, I don't think is probably that fun in general. Because it's a lot of stress, you know? Having to deal with putting up with everything. Let me swap these out. Like, I don't know, I have a lot of friends who live in New York City and they were like raised in the area, and like it's very common to like have a really good job and like live with your parents, because like the cost of finding, like even just the ability to find an apartment is like really hard in New York City, which is obviously like pretty stifling when you are a grown adult person and you want to like have your own space and do your own stuff, but it's just like so competitive to get a space that it's really hard. Real talk, I genuinely think a big part of the push for ending remote work at these big corporations is CEOs with a lot of their retirement / personal portfolios tied up in real estate firms and such that stand to lose if oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think that that's like, I don't think that's a conspiracy theory or anything. Like, those people who have those kind of investment portfolios are not stupid. They know that they need people to like want to live in a place for their investment to have value. And they like don't want to give that up. That is definitely true. Yeah. Because pretty much, I mean, a big portion of like very wealthy people, a large portion of their investments are real estate. Because that's like a way to diversify. But yeah, pretty wild. Kind of just shows why that like shouldn't even be a thing, really. I don't know. I do believe that like rentals need to exist in some capacity because people like, it is a real barrier to own a place. Like the number of expenses that you're then on the hook for can be very high. And there's a ton of reasons why you maybe wouldn't want to be in a space long enough to like build equity, and therefore like buying a place doesn't make sense if you're not going to be there for like a certain amount of time. So like rentals of some kind are necessary, but do they need to be like as many as there are? Or like, I don't know, the Airbnb stuff is wild. Where like, it's just like, people are just buying up homes that people would live in to rent them as Airbnbs, and then they just like sit vacant most of the time. It's pretty vile.
Oh!
The shift away from ownership and towards long-term renting in our generation is one of the biggest red flags. It's very hard to reverse that trend.
Oh.
Agreed. It is. Well, because like renting it's like hard to maintain or like build up a lot of cash, right? Like even the cash you would need to buy when you're renting, like your rent is usually way above what someone would be paying on the mortgage for that place. Which is pretty rough.
Hello.
Do I have anything? Oh, I don't. Just kidding. You may take nothing from me, ma'am. Airbnbs are nice if you want to stay somewhere for a vacation, want an actual house, but there's got to be a better way to provide those services. Yeah, exactly. I think part of the problem is that there's not a lot of laws governing Airbnb. But there were laws about like inns and bed and breakfasts and hotels and stuff, right? For like where those can be zoned, like what are they paying taxes wise, like all this stuff. And Airbnbs just kind of flew under the radar there. So it gets kind of wild. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see how things shake out, but it does seem super rough if you're needing to rent someplace. And then you like look around and you would like to be buying something and you like can't. CJ! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome in, Raiders! Welcome in! Let me get you guys a raid shout out. Hello, hello. Oh yeah, you were playing Spirit of the Mouse. How was that? It's that fun, cozy streamer. Oh my god, it's CJ who's playing Spirit of the Mouse, that electric mouse game. How was it? It looked fun. I liked the music in it. The graphics look cool. And I liked the little electric people. I saw you playing hide and seek with them, and it looked like, I don't know, it looked fun as a mini game from my standpoint, but maybe it was less fun for you doing it. But how was it? But welcome, Raiders. My name is Rosaldia. Go by Raz for short. I am a marionette VTuber. I mainly play farming sims and Mahjong. Today we're playing Pioneers of Olive Town, which is the newest in the Story of Seasons / Harvest Moon franchise. Also, much like ride sharing, the idea behind an Airbnb rapidly shifting away from rent out the spare bedroom when your kid is at college to rent out a whole house. Yep. It kind of devolved. Okay, if I do this... Okay, gave me this. Nice. Okay, that's all we needed to do. Not bad. How is the game so far? It's good. It's good. We are, I don't know, we're kind of in... We're not in, like, the end game, I guess. We're getting towards the end of some of the main storyline pieces. So it's kind of, we're kind of in the final grindy bits for some stuff. And... I don't know, we're trying to make our place look appealing. It's not really appealing yet, so... maybe look away. If that bothers you. But we're doing well. We're having a good time. What else did I need to drop off anything else? Let's see. Drop off these. I feel like I should process this diamond, right? Like, it's probably the way, right? Ride sharing is very pricey in some places, I will say. Sometimes when you're in a surge, man, it costs so much to go, like, not that far. I mean, I think it always probably costs a lot of money. But dang, sometimes you look at your Uber and you're like, man, am I really paying this? I mean, if our public transit was better, we probably wouldn't even need ride sharing, but our public transit is trash in this country. It do be no good. Like, in general. I guess some places have okay public transit, but I still think it's probably not great in comparison. Alright. What else do we need? True, but if a bullfrog had wings, would you ride on a bullfrog? I would not be near a bullfrog. Can you imagine if a bullfrog had wings? It'd be one of the scariest creatures on the planet. I would not go near that. I'd be like, no thank you, bullfrog. You can, like, you eat all sorts of stuff. I don't want to get tangled up with you. Chicago and New York are the best when it comes to public transit. I think the people that live there would probably argue with you. I don't know if you've ever spent a lot of time in New York City. The trains are literally always late. It's literally terrible. Also, it is horrible in the summer. You literally sit on a platform waiting for a train that feels like it will never come, and then you're like dying. Because it's so hot. At least they do at least have them. That is true. You get robbed in Chicago? You'll get robbed in a lot of places. You don't even need to be in a big city to get robbed. You can be in a lot of spots and get robbed. Chicago's public transit is questionable. I think US public transit in general is just kind of questionable. I think that's just the way of it, unfortunately. Where are you going, Pick? I can't see the screen, girl. Can you keep going? No, don't sit there. Please, small bean. Getting in and out of the city, those trains are god tier. Almost never late. Getting from one end of the city to the other, still great. Getting around between neighborhoods or within a neighborhood, hope you're local or ready to walk it. I can't think of that many cities that have actual public transportation. Boston's public transit is not bad, except it's super confusing. I think if you're not from Boston, I literally don't know how you know where you're going. Like, I don't know how you figure it out. Because nothing is named in, like, a sane way. And there's also in Cambridge, so not technically Boston, but, like, across the river, functionally Boston. It's where, like, Harvard is. There's literally a road called Bow Street, and it's shaped like a bow, and then it's bisected by Arrow Street, which is at the exact angle that an arrow would fit into a bow, and there's no reason that a street should be made like that. Like, I don't know who, like, what founding father made that decision, but it was a bad one. So, questionable, I would say. So I feel like there's a lot of those. A lot of cities are just, like, too old to have good public transit unless they've really, like, been grinding for it, like Chicago and New York, I would say. Because they're just built like trash. They're just not planned out well. But yeah, I feel like DC probably has pretty decent public transit. But at the end of all things, it's always late. I feel like I don't really know of any public transit in the US that isn't, like, late pretty often. Or, like, you know, like, certain lines are just, like, broken. They just, like, are like, yeah, this line isn't running today. And you're like, cool, how do I get where I need to go? Why am I stranded, like, uptown? What am I gonna do? I don't know. And then you go, like, you go abroad, you go, like, somewhere else, and the public transit is, like, insane and, like, super clean and everything is on time always, and you're like, I don't know, man. Whatever they're drinking over here, we need some, because we are struggling. And it's not looking good. It does not feel very fixable. Honestly, public transit being late probably is still shorter than trying to drive. That's true, yeah. I guess trying to drive is probably still, like, exceedingly hellish. In some I guess some cities are kind of drivable. Like, New York is not one of those, but some cities are, like, not so bad to drive in. But still, a lot of traffic, a lot of, like, you like, need to know where you're going. Never get on the red line in Chicago. I was gonna say that could apply to multiple places, I guess. See, my city isn't drivable, but you have to drive it. Yeah, that's the worst case scenario. Not really drivable, but you're forced to drive it. Not the best combo. Not ideal. That's what we'll say. It's not the worst. I mean, that's something at least. It could be New York. And then you could be really sad. And maybe dead. You could be in lots of car accidents. But it takes me 35 to 50 minutes to get anywhere. Yeah, I ain't into that. The city I used to live was pretty drivable, but it still sucked. It still was, like, not great. We did have a bus, I guess. We didn't really have other public transit, but we did have that. But I don't know, it was at least small enough that it was like, well, even if there's traffic, you're probably not, like, in too much trouble. I meant to say I drive 17 miles to get to my workplace. Yeah, it's pretty long for 17 miles. That said, I think it used to take me like 15 minutes to drive, like to get like 5 miles away. But that was like real city driving. Like everything is like very slow, lots of stoplights, lots of waiting at lights. The worst is when you're stuck at a light and you're trying to make a left turn, and it's like late at night and the light just like doesn't change for like 10 minutes. And the road is empty, but you know the minute that you pull out, a cop will find you and pull you over. So you're just stuck, sitting there forever. And you really want to get home because you're like really hungry or you're really tired or something. And you're like, well, I'm literally being held hostage by this stoplight. I can't go anywhere. Drivers frequently get off the shoulder to pass, speed way over the limit, and cut you off all the time. Yeah, no thank you. I was on the highway, I think it was like, I want to say it was like Father's Day, and we were trying to go to my father-in-law's house. And there was a massive accident on the highway ahead of us, like to the point where the highway had to be closed. And we were in the section where it was like just before the accident. Like we couldn't see it, but it was like, honestly, maybe half a mile down the road. And so we were trapped because you can't turn around on the highway. And so, like, there are people just piling in behind you, and there's no exits to get off. So we were just stuck there. And people started getting out of their cars and then trying to, like, barter with people about how we should all turn around and, like, use the shoulder to go, like, the opposite way. And I was like, dude, there is no way that I'm gonna turn around in my car, drive the wrong way on the highway in the breakdown lane where, like, you know, all the emergency vehicles are having to drive, and then get 5 points on my license when I inevitably get pulled over for that. No way. I see like 5 to 15 accidents or people pulled over every day on my walk to work. There's always someone on the shoulder with a cop there. They're just giving the cops money. Shouldn't do that. Cops don't need more money. They get plenty as it is. No one needs to be giving them more. That's crazy. That's like a lot of accidents. Kind of an unreal amount of accidents, actually. You would think, like, people would just calm down. Like, I really don't think you need to be anywhere that badly. You know? I feel like if you're in that much of a rush, like, you should have just left earlier. I don't know, like, you can't all be going to the hospital. Your wife, you know, you can't have a wife in labor in the backseat. Like, it can't be all of you. Maybe some of you. But I feel like those are not the people that get in trouble. I feel like it's always the people that are just like, I don't know, like racing to their job. Like, for what? What's the point there? I mean, there's a reason why I have 130 cases assigned to my team of 3 people in my firm. Yeah, you're in like accident law, right? It's like all like car accidents and stuff. That is pretty brutal though. Where do we put this one follower? Oh, it's 11 followers. Well, let's put them all in here, I guess. Angler Sprite does work for us. Oh, we got so much stuff. Dang, okay. Will it cover any sort of injury related? Oh, okay, okay. But like a decent number of those are like from accidents, right? I assume. But it's not like just accidents. Just happens to be accidents are probably one of the most likely reasons for someone to like get injured. Alright, what do we get? Is there anything that we need? don't think we need any of these for our boy Lovett. Probably second to that is dog bites, as sad as I am to say that. Honestly, I feel like a lot of dog bites come from people being real dumb around dogs. Obviously, that's not everybody, but a lot of people are, like, way too loose with dogs. Like, not every dog is friendly, and you shouldn't put yourself in a position to be, like, hurt by an animal. And I've seen, the number of people I've seen approach strange dogs and get, like, right up in their face. No, I mean the people that get bit. I don't mean the owner. There's a lot of people that put themselves in positions to be bit by dogs, and they have no business, like, being anywhere near that animal. There's a lot of owners who are negligent as well. There's a lot of owners who, like, don't have, their dogs are not trained, and if your dog is not trained, it probably shouldn't be out around other people, but I've literally seen, I had a coworker, there was a dog tied up, right? So leashed outside of this business. Owner is not in sight. There's no human near this dog. It is alone. This dude ran at the dog, slid on his knees on the grass with his arms wide open, trying to, like, hug this dog. He did not know the dog or the owner. The number, like, I've worked with people who have done that kind of thing. They'll run over to dogs and just put their hands out to go, like, pet them without asking the owner. Like, dude, not every dog is friendly. If you run at a lot of dogs, they will bite you. Why are you doing that? If you ran at me, I would bite you. Like, excuse me? So yeah, there's a lot of people that they have very... Dogs are animals. I don't know. I don't think you would run at, like, a horse or a pig like that. I don't know. You always speak to the owner. Exactly. You always ask. It's polite too. A lot of people don't want their dogs to be pet. You just ask. You just say, hey, do you mind if I pet your dog? And someone might be like, no, they're not friendly. Or they'll be like, yeah, I don't mind. They're super friendly. Feel free. Also, the way that people approach dogs sometimes disturbs me. It's weird. There's a lot of weird people approaching dogs. I don't like them. If I had a dog, I'd be like, no, you can't pet my dog. Excuse me. Alright, on that note, about responsible dog ownership, I think we're probably gonna end stream, because it's like a little past 9 now. Kids don't know how to approach dogs. Kids don't know how to approach anybody. They make bad decisions. They do be making bad decisions out there. Because they're not, you know, they're like not fully cooked. You know what I mean? Alright, let me do some quick swapping really fast. Gonna do some audio swapping. Okay, so here is our schedule for the week. Thanks so much for joining me today. It was a lot of fun. We got a good amount done. We're just vibing. Let me see if there's anyone that we know that is playing anything fun. Oh, I see. Wait, let me see. Let me take a quick look. I see someone is playing Slime Rancher 2. That's a fun game. So I just want to see, like, if they're sticking around, what the vibe is, all that good stuff. So for this week, we have got Sunrise Stardew tomorrow. We've got Mahjong night per usual on Thursday. We have a special Unrailed collab with Zaro on Saturday night. And then Sunday, we're going to be playing Potion Permit again. So that's where we're at. I'll see if now that classes are canceled because of hurricane, I can join in Mahjong night. That would be fun. I mean, don't get got by the hurricane, but that would be fun. Yeah, that'd be a good time. Okay, let me see. It looks like Haru... Yeah, it's playing Slime Rancher 2, so let's go say hi. So let me start that raid, but thank you guys. Wait. Before I do that, let me give you guys... We've got... These are our raid messages. First one is for subscribers. Second one is for people who are not subs. If you don't like the Pop Friend emote, you can pick whatever emote you would like. let me start up this raid. We're gonna go say hi to Haru, who is a like golden retriever, VTuber. He is playing Slime Rancher 2, or is it Slime Rancher 1? It looks like Slime Rancher. I think it's 1. No, 2? I don't know. What he's playing Slime Rancher. It said 2 on the side thing, but it looks like it's just maybe clipping it to 1. Anyway, we're gonna go say hi. It'll be fun. Haru's a gem. Thank you guys so much for coming out and joining me today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. I will catch some of you tomorrow morning for Sunrise Stardew. The rest of y'all I will see Thursday night for some Mahjong. But let's go say hi to Haru playing Slime Rancher.